guys, today I'll be showing you how to make a fidget spinner, homemade. They're not as good as the original ones, but they're just as good. They still spin and everything like that. And I've made more than one. This is my first one right here. The second one I ever made was this one. And then the third one I made was this one. And then I just started getting creative with it, like from around the house stuff I got, and just stuff like this. If you get like a hair dryer or something and blow towards it, it'll go like super fast. But it's really light, this one. But I'm showing you how to make one like this. I won't have rubber bands or anything. I just made that for style. But it'll spin like this. Now, not all of them are going to spin fast, not all of them are going to spin long. It depends on the bearing you have. So, these are bearings. You can find them in like skateboard wheels or anything like that. So, this doesn't spin that well, right? This one spins okay. This one doesn't spin at all, it doesn't even move. And this one spins... Let me see which one spins faster. This one spins longer, this one spins faster and louder. So I'm gonna go with this one for more silent stuff. So that way no one bothers you about how much noise you're making. So the supplies you're gonna need is, you can use scissors or like a little blade. You don't have to have these if you don't make mistakes, but that's just in case you mess up. All you're gonna need is tape and 4 bearings. But like I said, instead of having 4 bearings, you can have something like 4 chips. Anything that the thickness of the bearing, so they have to be lined up. When I did this, these magnets aren't as thick as the bearing. That's why they're curved down like this. So it's uneven. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah. And so we're gonna get to it. After I find okay, this one. So what you want to do? You're gonna make like a Mickey Mouse first, and you're gonna put one in the front. Now that would be a regular one, but I like mine being a perfect triangle. So I'm gonna make mine just like that. And what I'm going to do is whichever side I like best is the side I'm moving. So I'm going to go, yeah, that's pretty like. So I have it just like that, right? Maybe just a little bit like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get my tape and I'm going to get a line. Right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the line right over all of them. Now you want to be careful not to let it, see how this is blue? You need to be careful not to let it touch the silver, because the silver thing's the one that spins. So when you're doing it, don't let it touch the center silver piece. So you're going to do that tape on all 3 sides. And make sure not to let it touch the silver piece at all. If you touch the silver piece, that's why I have a blade or knife, or scissors, not knife. Then the 3rd one. Alright, so I know that's obviously not the shape. You don't want it as long as that out on the sides, but you don't have to worry about that. So that's not the final product. So you're going to flip it over. Right, and make sure it's all good. Make sure everything's taped. Okay, so that's fine. Now you're gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. So I'll get back to you guys when I get that. All right, so I finished this part. Right. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold these in. Right. So you finish both sides. You're gonna attach the tape from the other sides. So you're just gonna push these together, push those together, push these together, all that good stuff. Right. Push all these together. Alright, make sure it's nice and tight. Now, you don't have to cut these because you could just tape it down tighter. Tape it down tighter, like that. But I'm gonna cut it, so that's why I have my scissors. So I'm going to cut this a little bit right here around the edges. That way I don't have to deal with it until later. I could have dealt with it later with tape, but I just wanted to do it like that. So after you have all 3 sides squished together, so make sure you squeeze these together like that so the tape is touching. Now this is the simplest form you could possibly have. Like that, right? It's silent, you could be in class or something like that. Not the tape obviously, but the bearing itself. So what you're gonna do now is get the tape again, and you do another piece but a little smaller. Now what you're gonna do, instead of doing a line, you're gonna do diagonally from this triangle. So right here, right? Across that way. And then you're gonna wrap that tape around. So what we did first was this way. Now we're gonna do across. So we did that piece right there. Now we're gonna put this one in the front. So you do the same exact thing here. And then last but not least, right here. So now you did that side, it's a lot better. But what you're going to want to do is do the same exact thing to the other side. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll get back to you guys when I'm done. Alright, so I finished that side. Now that I'm done, you can leave it like that, simplest form, just to play with, you know what I mean? But I'm going to do a lot more than that. So you can end the video now if you want, but I'm going to show you some other stuff just to make it look better or anything like that. So if you want it to look 100 times better, if you have like electrical tape or something, use that. That way this will all be a black triangle and all you see is a gray circle in the center. But this is the only tape I have in the house. So it's literally free fidget spinners. So just like that. And so I'm going to show you how to do this right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a piece of tape the size of one of them, and then after you get that, you're going to get it times it again, and then after that you're going to multiply it again. So you're going to make it so that's the size of all 3 sides of tape. So what you're going to do is you're going to get this and you're going to put it on the edge of that, right in the center. And then you're going to put it like that. You can put it around just like that. And then you're going to do the same thing for this side. Right here. That way it goes all the way around once. So then what you're going to do then is just push these in. And that'll make it look 100 times better. And if you use something like duct tape that's like designed or something, or electrical tape or any colored tape or anything like that besides clear tape, it won't look as ghetto and it won't look as ghetto and stupid. But if you like it like that, you just do it like that. So this is really similar to the one I have right here, except these bearings are colored. These are Reds and Spitfires, and I put some rubber bands underneath of the tape. It makes a lot more noise. This, it's a lot more silent, right? It's smoother, but it just doesn't go as long. So this one, it gets for an okay amount of time, right? But then this one goes same, yeah. But then my favorite one, this one, if you can just keep spinning this one, it'll go a lot longer than all my other ones. But do something like that. So far this is finished. I'm gonna do a whole nother layer, and then I'm gonna be done. So yeah, that's it. So if you happen to get any tape on this gray centerpiece, you're just gonna get like a knife or something and go in between it all and make sure that nothing touches it. That way it can spin properly. So do the same thing this side just to make sure you didn't get anything inside it. Alright, and that's good. So now I can finally spin. Not the best spinner, but I'm not the best person for this, but I can still spin it, right? So that's done. And you can get creative with it. Do something like colored magnets or something like that. Or you could do the other one I showed you earlier, which is this one. If you get a hair dryer, like I said, it'll go really, really fast. You can get creative with this, guys. I actually got this idea off a guy, Steven Garlotta, scooter guy. He gave me the idea, but I took it to a different level. And you can also, what I did here, is I put a rubber band around the edge. That way it held all of them together easier. That way it was easier to tape, but you don't have to. Like I said, you could just tape it all together. So thanks guys for watching, and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll get back to you in another video. Thanks.